Please welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strada. Thank you so much for all the love and support. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos and leave commentaries and also educate each and every one of ours, you guys are the real MVP. So guys, I love this. I came across this video on my For You and I thought to share with this, TikToker. His name is actually Ricardo.
I saw a lot of
he
white
reviews the way at which some pink-colored women actually want to have babies with
it was
black
very
men,
common.
but that doesn't mean that
I noticed is that a lot of
that
these
is
white
going to
women
clear the level of
very
racism that they have inside of them.
a lot of
I'm
people
just going
think
to roll
that
the
just because
clip
you
as
marry
well as some of
somebody
other
of another
stitches
race
I was
that
able
you're
to
not
put together.
racist.
Obviously, I put
You're
some
not
other
bigoted.
stitches which
When I
is
was
very
around 18
educated
or
and
19, I
informative.
had just moved to a new
Please leave me
neighborhood.
your own thought
Literally
in the
across
comment
the
section
street
of
was
what you
a
think
white
of this
woman
video, and please
who had a
do
kid
not
with a
forget
black dude.
that we do not support any form
And
of
one of
bullying
those
and
days,
harassment.
the little
We are
girl
just here
ran
for
out to the
educational,
front.
informative purposes.
I grew up
And
most of my
please listen
life
to it.
in Northern California in predominant black neighborhoods. Where I grew up, I saw a lot of white tea women have kids by black dudes. A lot. It was very common. And one of the things that I noticed is that a lot of these white tea women were very anti-black. A lot of people think that just because you marry somebody of another race, that you're not racist. You're not bigoted. When I was around 18 or 19, I had just moved to a new neighborhood. Literally across the street was a white tea woman who had a kid with a black dude. And one of those days, the little girl ran out to the front. And the white tea mother, mind you, the little girl is black. The white tea mother came out and said, "Nicole, get your nappy head ass in here." Now, a lot of people wouldn't consider that racist. But it really is. It's so normalized to be anti-black that that's not even thought of as anything wrong, but it is very wrong. With that said, you have a white tea mother and a black father?
Yes.
And you have experienced something along the lines of this, yes?
Yes.
Come on.
Man, I have 5 sisters, and we all look different, but I look a lot like my dad.
Mm-hmm.
So I experienced the worst of it. My mother is white. She's German. First time I experienced racism was from my own mother. And it was when she was upset with us most of the time. So just like that little girl's mom was kept yelling at her to come in the house, she's probably frustrated with her. Like most white tea people, when they become frustrated and upset, the racism emerges. The mask falls off and it comes out. Mm-hmm. So when my mom was angry, she'd be like, "You little N-word, B-words."
Oh.
Yeah, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
That is a very, very derogatory term. So that shocked me to the core. I think I was like 6 or something when I first heard that. Imagine being that young,
By your own mother, the person that gave birth to you.
Right. And it was very conflicting because my mom took very good care of me. She was a housewife, and I know she loved me, but I could see the racism. So it was just very confusing.
In your opinion, do you think that she was intentionally being racist?
I think she was trying to inflict harm on us because she was frustrated. And so, yeah, I think a little bit of it was intentional. Like, I'm angry at you, so I'm going to let you know how I really feel. Or I'm going to let you know that I'm superior, or this is what you really are. Even though you're my daughter, this is how I look at you.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of. So.
Was your father around?
Yes, my parents were married for 50 years.
Okay. Did your father at any time hear your mother call you a little NB?
Yeah, I think he heard her a few times say it, and he got angry with her. So, and then a few times he got angry with her, and then other times he didn't say anything. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know that you said you were only around 6 when you first experienced it.
Yeah.
I don't expect you to necessarily remember exactly how it felt, but do you remember how it felt to be called that by your mother?
Yeah, I know. By the age of 6, unfortunately, I knew what that meant. So,
yeah.
I've heard it before. I've seen the movies,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Of course.
And, Yeah, I was hurt. And I was just like, that's when I first started to build a rift between me and my mom. I was a daddy's girl to the core
Yeah.
because of that.
Did it affect your relationship between you and your father, knowing that he heard her say this and he didn't do anything about it?
There was a lot of domestic abuse in my household, so I don't know what he was doing, but I know that they did not get along a lot. They did not, you know. It is very hard for interracial couples to get along. They have the highest divorce rate. Interracial.
Yep.
And
Facts.
facts. And people think they glamorize it so much, but it is very hard to be as a biracial person. It is very hard to be raised in two different races, two different cultures. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. It's hard. I don't recommend it. I don't recommend mixing.
Let me ask you this question. Now that you're an adult, have you ever or would you ever have a conversation with your mother as to why she specifically call you those words?
I did have a conversation with her actually because we're taking care of her now. She's elderly. I've had the opportunity to spend some one-on-one time with her. I avoided her a lot growing up, and I never really had that kind of time and conversations with my mom because I didn't feel she understood me as a Black woman.
Yeah.
She just denies it still. She's like, I didn't mean that. I was just upset. You know, I love you. I didn't mean that. You need to forgive me. That, you know, it's still the same denial that they give you in general, white tea people.
I didn't mean it like that.
Right. I think racism is ingrained and it usually comes out when people are angry. And it doesn't matter if they're in an interracial relationship. It doesn't matter. It's ingrained in us. And that's why there's so much racism and colorism. Because it's on a psychic, subconscious level. Like, it's deep. So you can date how many people you want outside your race. It's usually a reflection of self-hatred. It's usually some kind of battle within that you're trying to rectify through a relationship with a person that doesn't share the same race and culture as you. But then the children really suffer. Like me and my sister suffered a lot. We're all different colors. We're like a kitty litter. Like literally all of us, some of us look closer to white. Some of us look closer to Black like me. There was this competition with us because of our mom. She favored the closer one that looked more white. She always complimented them more. You know what I'm saying? And then they thought they were superior because of that. And then I was called all kinds of names because of my complexion. I look kind of light now, but I get really dark in the summer. Like my dad, like dark. And I love to be out in the sun. So they used to call me, darky. They used to call me spooky when I got a tan, like my own sisters.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So my mom, from her colorism and her favoritism, created a competition within us that still exists till this day. And I just never understood it. I just wanted to be accepted for who I am. Like, I don't want to be, every time I get a tan, somebody has to point it out. Every time I do my hair in a style and I look more like my dad. Oh, you look like dad. Your dad. You look Black like daddy. You look like so. And thank you. Like, why are you pointing it out? You have the problem. If you're pointing it out, somebody's features and you're constantly, their hair texture and their skin color, you have a problem and you're obsessed with it. That's the issue. I had to forgive myself from getting so angry at other people for judging me constantly in my family. Mixed people are supposed to look like Mariah Carey. That's how my family thinks. Like,
Right.
we're supposed to be super light, almost white passing, light, thin hair, no curls. My hair is natural curly, by the way. I blew it out. It's thick and curly. So it's like, you know, your hair has to be close to white tea and so does your complexion. And that's how you're a mixed person. There is like variations of colorism within mixed people we discriminate against each other amongst mixed people. Again, who looks the most white? If you look the most white, you're the most beautiful. Like I've had Black men ask me, like, you're mixed, but you don't look mixed enough. Dated non-Black man, they said nothing about my complexion, nothing about my hair, nothing. They just said, oh, you're beautiful. That's it. I date Black men, I experience the same childhood trauma over and over again. I don't look like Alicia Keys or Mariah Carey.
Sure.
Or Vanessa Williams, you know?
Sure.
So that's all I want to say. Like, it's a lot of layers to this.
There's a person some years ago that told me something along the lines of, in order to solve racism, we all need to just mix. And what they're pretty much saying is, let's erase everybody in order for narrow-minded people to not be able to be racist. That's kind of what they're saying. But also, a lot of people don't understand that a very large percentage of people in the Americas are mixed, technically. And mixing with white tea people has literally been white tea people's introduction to us via grape. The first children that were born out of black and indigenous women were the product of grape by rapist white tea men. So a lot of people in the Americas are actually mixed, and it never solved anything. Mixing with white tea people has never ever solved anything. And the fact that people are so ignorant to this fact and thinking that mixing with white tea people is the solution to solving things, they are very unaware of history. And that's what I wanted to say to end this video. But anyway, thank you very, very much for sharing this. Very brave of you. I hope after I share it, it doesn't bring any drama in your life. I hope not, but thank you very, very much. I'm very glad you came up, and thank you for always being in the comment section, very supportive. Thank you so much. Pay attention so much. Thank you.
I bet you get compliments on your hair all the time.
Look, I'll be 100% honest with you. Most of the compliments that I get about my hair are from black women.
Really?
Check me out.
Okay.
An example, one time I was going into a liquor store to go get me some gum, because I'm always chewing gum. And as soon as I walk in, I got my hair like this, just like this, no braids, nothing, just like this. And as soon as I walk in, there's this black chick paying at the cashier. She turned around because I just walked in. She turned like that, and then she turned around, she's like, she looked down like that at me and up, and she's like, damn, like that? And those are the kind of reactions that I get all the time. And I was like, why, what's up? She's like, you fine. What you mean, what's up? And those are the kind of responses that I get from black women. I don't never really get responses. Like, other people kind of look, but black women need to voice it out. And I like it. I like it. It's appealing to me.
Yeah, I was going to say, doesn't it feel good? You know it's genuine as hell.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll give you one more example, just cause.
I know. I'm telling you, that's what I said. You probably have a lots of examples. I saw it in the comments. I'm looking at all the people who are talking about your hair, and like, they're all black women. Yeah.
So one day I was driving, minding my business, and at a red light, there's a car to the left that also stops at the red light, and there's two black chicks in it. So they roll down the window, and the driver was like, "Hey, I love Mexicans," and I was like, well, I'm attracted to black women, which is true. I wasn't just saying that to be nice.
Right.
I was like, well, I'm attracted to black women. She's like, for real? I was like, yeah. She's like, what's up with the number? I was like, okay. So I give her the number. But
my gosh.
the point is that a lot of my people get on me because every time that I'm in a relationship is with a black woman. And it's not me going out of my way to specifically chase black women. It's just that the women that find me attractive tend to be black. And I like that type of energy. Like, who doesn't want to be with somebody that was like, damn, you fine?
Yeah.
Who doesn't want that? Like, that's the best. Like, I've never been complimented like that by my own people ever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
yeah, I do.
So it's kind of like, hey man, like these are the women that are attracted to me, and quite frankly, I'm attracted right back. So what's the problem?
You want to go where you're wanted.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. I could have similar situations with my hair. Whenever I have it out in its natural state and it's big, I get compliments from lots of different types of people, but never black men, about my hair. Yeah. So I think something could be said. It's very similar experiences.
The times that I've been the most attracted to black women, I'm trying to figure out why. It's when they just naturally have like an afro. Yeah. I don't know what it is about it, but it's very appealing. And sometimes I'm like, is it because there was this chick once upon a time in my life who was like the coolest person I ever met, and she had an afro, and every time I see somebody, I think it may have something to do with that. I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah. Trying to figure it out, but I do like the look. I do like the
Yeah.
look of when a black woman has an afro. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have just the look of an afro, whether very
Yeah.
small or big. It's just that look to me is just very attractive. I don't know what
Yeah.
it is. I'm trying to figure it out, but I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. It could have something to do with your experience with the
With that,
girl that you
with,
hear.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
with that girl, yeah,
It
yeah, yeah.
could. But I
It could.
mean, I don't know. I think it's cute. I think it's
But it looks
pretty.
good nonetheless,
Yeah.
regardless
Right.
of whether it comes from why I'm attracted to it. It looks good. It looks good,
Yeah.
you know. But
Yeah. I love it when my hair is out. I have it braided now, but usually it's out and it's so liberating.
yeah,
I love it.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I was someone who used to get their hair relaxed all the time from when I was a kid to like, I don't know, a teenager. And then I finally stopped. And then I had like a small little fro and then I started to grow it out. And now it's like, it's huge and I love it when it's out. And yeah, like I said, it's liberating. It's political, unfortunately,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
love it.
In a lot of countries in Latin America, it's
Mhm.
illegal to have an afro for women.
Really?
Like you can't go to school, you can't go to work. You'll be told that no, don't embarrass this school, don't embarrass,
Wow.
don't disgrace this place with that
Mm.
mess. And so a lot of black women in Latin America have to iron it out.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
That's
so
crazy. That's
it's
why I
it's
love your lives. I learn so much all the time. You know, if I don't, I just be quiet. Like, I don't know what a lot of people, anyone who's watching, just be quiet and just listen.
just be
Just
quiet.
be quiet and you'll learn so much. A lot of this stuff I already knew I had um this understanding of it for a long time. I think I know what happened. I was 15 years old and I went to the movies to see Dirty Dancing and Havana Nights, Dirty Dancing 2. And it was in Cuba, right? And I'm looking at the screen and like it's all black people there. It was like black people, brown people, tons of ice. Like I didn't know black people lived in Cuba. And then I learned about Afro Cubans and Afro Puerto Ricans
Sure.
and then I was like Afro Dominicans and it just blew my mind and then ever since then I just went on this dive of just learning like
Mhm.
the world is brown and black and indigenous
Sure.
and so that's why I appreciate your lives so much because I'm like, oh, learning so much nuggets every day, learning, always learning.
Yeah. And thank you for always being really very positive in the comment section.
Yeah.
There's a good grip of people who always come and are very positive. Unfortunately, it's only just a group of people, and a lot of them, they come do what they do. But thank
Yeah.
you. I always
Which
notice
is
you because you're very
crazy.
positive. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you. No, I appreciate you. Thank you for having me on. Next time I have my hair out, I'll show
Please,
you.
I want to see that. I want to see that.
Okay.
All
I
right. Thank
will.
you, Ren. Thank you.
Yep. Thank
Peace.
you.
Like
Bye.
seriously, lovelies, I totally understand where Ricardo is coming from. The first, stitch I put up where he was talking about how some colored women, goes as far as to have babies with, black men and all of that, and all of a sudden, that doesn't really clear the level of races that they have inside of them. I have seen, stitches where so many pink colored women and also black people complaining to the fact that some plant colored women, try their possible best to get themselves involved with, people that looks like male in order to have a pass to do what they are not expected to do. In terms of some of these people actually think that, okay, since I am dating or married or have a biracial, I have a pass to actually use the big N. Some of them even goes as far as, because of the level of, rayances they have inside of them, they goes as far as to put it upon their offspring. That's why till date some biracial um you know also have ish with their, especially with their pan colored mothers. I am not saying that there are no pan colored women with biracial, that takes care of them, that is of good behavior and that is of, but Yes, there are, but there is this particular set of people which, oh my god, no matter what they do, even if they end up with a guy that like a black dude, like their races can never ever be wiped away from them. They go as far as to transfer it to their own offspring. There is this particular stage I saw one time. A biracial was complaining. I think she was crashing out about how her mom dislikes her friend who happens to be people that looks like me, and sometimes her mom used the big N, and she was like, "Mom, you're not supposed to use that." And she was like, "Oh, I have you, so I have a pass, I can use that." Like, she virtually complained about how her mom treat her friends and all of that, and because of that, she decided to disassociate herself from her pan-colored mom. And this is exactly what some biracials face. Some biracial face a lot of discrimination in their other side, their pan-colored side, but they are welcomed in the other side. And this has always been the problem with biracials. And these women are not even helping issues. They're not even helping their offspring. Like, if you know that you are someone who can never erase the level of races that you have inside of you, and you want to use the opportunity to, show yourself, then because of that you want to go mingle yourself with maybe a melanated man in order to have a melanated kid and all of that, and thinking because of that you have a pass to do whatever you want to do. It's not going to work. And you are not, you're such a terrible person to ever think about that, because not only you are hurting your spouse, you're also doing that to your offspring. You're doing that to your offspring. There's a particular stage which, oh my god, it was very very interesting. The pan-colored woman was calling out people like that. Pan-colored woman who does this. She's actually a pan-colored woman with biracial, and she try as much as she can to educate most of these pan-colored women, you know, wanting to mingle with melanated man. She explained in details a very cutback that her son, who happens to be a biracial, had with his white girlfriend. That even like, this woman was sharing this, and she was giving a striking one into some pan-colored women whom they think that they were going to, like, she goes as to talk about how her son was dating this pan-colored lady, and sometimes when they have a little bit of a little misunderstanding, this lady is often out to scream and shout, wanting people to come, save her. And you know what it is? If a pan-colored woman should scream and a black dude is there, what do you think is going to happen? And so one day, this boy had a very very um tense encounter with a girlfriend. They were like, all of a sudden this lady started screaming, and people decided to know what's happening. Then he had to just excuse himself. He said that he was all mute, and he was so shocked that he has to excuse himself. Until date, he can never date a woman like that. A woman who knows that you are a particular person and I am a melanated group, a melanated man. You screaming and looking for attention is for my own like, it's not safe for me as a melanated man, but she did it anyways. So when I saw Ricardo, and I know exactly where he's driving at, and this should stop. If you're a pan-colored woman and think you're gonna have a pass and become more racist because you feel that, oh, I have mingled with a black man, or I have mingled with a white woman, or whatsoever, so I have a pass. No, you don't have. Anyway, lovelies, wanna just leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please, lovelies, if you've not subscribed to this channel up to this extent, do your girl a huge favor to click on the subscription button, like, and I will see you, lovelies, when I upload the next one. In the comment section of what you think of this video. Please, lovelies, if you've not subscribed to this channel, do your girl a huge favor to click on the subscription button, like, and I will see you, lovelies, when I upload the next one.